Isaac and his mother lived alone in a small house on a hill. Isaac kept to himself, drawing
I messed up the audio, and for that I apologize. Even though nobody's here yet, I feel the need to say I'm sorry. I tried to fill the start of the stream with noise instead of silence, and because I have no practice doing that, I friggin' hagen donked up. I friggin' hagen donked up. And that's all I have to say about it. Isaac. I'm muting again.
Isaac and his mother lived alone in a small house on a hill. Isaac kept to himself, drawing pictures and playing with his toys as his mom watched Christian broadcasts on the television. Life was simple, and they were both happy. That was until the day Isaac's mom heard a voice from above. Your son has become corrupted by sin.
Alright, let's get this shit out of here. Well, I shouldn't. I mean, I think it's only a minute and a half for cursing on YouTube. So I succeeded in that regard. I love playing Eden all the time. Oh no. So we got another soy milk run. That's something that I sure feel a lot of emotions about. Game Kid, I'll totally take over the teleporter, but it's not much of an upgrade. This is an Eden start of all time. There's a bunch of stuff happening already. XL floor is amazing if you're good at the game, and bad if you're bad at the game. Because usually you kind of spend your first floor trying to amass soul heart protection so that you get your deal. But on the XL floor, you're just immediately tossed into the ordeal of not being able to take red damage. And sometimes for some reason, the bosses spawn like super close to the start. I don't really know why it happens. I genuinely couldn't tell you, but it's just kind of a phenomenon on XL floors. I mean, I've seen ones that are closer. I've seen ones where the boss would be on the tile that I am from the starting room, so this isn't even that extreme of an example, but it sure happened. Oh my god, it's a little horn. I was kind of hoping for like a Larry Jr., but whatever. At least with the pots here, we'll get some free money a bit, but soy milk on the first floor is always just a little bit rough. You have to play so well. And my Apollyon's little friend, or Apollyon's best friend, whatever his name is, the little red fly, his damage is based on my damage. So he's essentially useless. He's kind of just here for show. We do love him, but he's just here for show. At least he's making a funny face in the bottom left corner. That's enough entertainment to keep the crowd going, right? I know Lazy Matman has the walking guy, but what love is there for the silly looking trinkets? I guess because none of them are animated. The Gen Z ADHDers demand animation, despite there being so much animation happening on screen. I don't think I care at all about that right now. We have our sacrifice room, which is something that I kind of care about and would be cool if we could get to pay out. The thing is, we would have to get through our sacrifice room before doing our second boss, because if we get a devil deal from beating the boss, then that cements our deal for the floor as being a devil. But if we get a deal, or if we get to a deal through, oh yeah, okay, well, classic trite moment. There's nothing you can say about that. It happens. It happens to the best of us. It happens to the blurst of us. Maybe I should have been a bit more awake, but this is a good morning stream after all. Classic trite fuckery. I should have just fought the other boss. I was trying to min-max. I always try to min-max. But not in, like, smart defensive ways. I try to min-max in self-destructive funny ways. Also, this room is just hell. I don't know. The trite tried to get me again. The bastard himself. And the fact that that one's explosive too. And it just, the champion trite, I'm glad I got hit by a normal one. And I was able to wake up before this bastard came after me. Still pissed about it though. Oh, thank you for the first. Ooh. Super bandage moment. We've already lost our deal, so I'm gonna once again wait on picking up that health. I was kind of hoping for, you know, items that helped me perform at all, but sometimes that happens. Sometimes you're just forced to play Isaac with your crappy little Eden and just try your best. I think that we have more damage output than the soy milk that we had yesterday, but starting with it being a part of our character, for better or for worse, is such a experience. I don't know. I'm salty about it. I like having the... I play Eden every single time that I stream this game, but with items that are very consequential, I usually appreciate having the choice to take them or not. I'll usually choose to take the funny ones. I stared at soy milk for a little bit yesterday, and I was like, eh, and then I took it, so I'm clearly capable of doing so. Shots me down, I love you. For the new guy in chat, oh, it's rough going for the new guy in chat and then having a completely bizarre modded scenario happen. What I was trying to say, I actually don't even remember. Oh yeah, the shot speed, it's kind of a meme. I like it because it makes your tears stay on screen for longer, but in reality it doesn't really matter unless you get it all the way extreme on one end, because then you'll have to like play around it a bit. I want both of these. And you know what would give me both of these? If I steal from the shop, if I commit theft, right? No. That's a problem to deal with. I was kind of banking on that theft happening. I mean, okay, to be real, getting the double fly damage that item is wouldn't change the run at all, because our fly is doing like 0.2 whatever damage, so it really doesn't matter. But like, it would have made me feel good if I got it. I would have been happier. And to be fair, it's not over. I like gambling a lot, so we're gonna go for this, even though it's not a tactic I would advise. Alright. It kinda worked. Thank you for the little bit when you enter a room where you can't pick up items. It's not necessary, but it helps me out in a lot of moments where I'm in speedy mindset. Oh no, he's so scary. I'm so terrified of the Blighting Ovum in The Binding of Isaac. This is the most terrifying threat that the world has ever seen. You walk in a circle and fire behind you. Blah, 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 blah. No! I lost my deal at the last second after taunting the entire time. Okay. This means that I'm gonna do this because I shrimply have to. I shrimply have to. Not because I actually have to, but because I'm mad. I'm angry. I got a world full of health upgrades. Alright, this next bit of damage is the damage that matters. This is the one that will prove if me losing the devil deal matters or not. No! I'm so mad. I'm pissed. I'm baby raging. I shouldn't have picked that up, but I'm angry. I'm just mad. This run isn't going anywhere. Oh, I almost just exploded myself. That hematemesis honestly fucked me up. That fucked me up bad. I was gonna get the cool thing. Oh. I guess here's a question I don't know. If I summon the angel off of this, will it give me charge if I defeat her? If I defeat my lovely goddess? That's a question that I'm unsure of the answer to. But I'm pretty sure of my ability to absolutely blast Miku to death. That's something that I've done quite many times in this video game. I am stressing though. I don't want to die again on a stream run. Although I do have more time today, so if I die, I will I'm gonna start another one. But you never want to die. Okay. Charge? No, I wasted everything. Okay. Since Hive Mind doesn't actually matter and I just want it really bad, we're gonna go finish off this thing and get the shitty crappy roll that nobody wants. I want it, the one time in the universe that you want the money from the 50-50, the single time ever, one documented instance in history that it happens, and I get the health. It's almost always you play the sacrifice room and you're like, oh, I would love the soul hearts afterwards to fill me up after all of my troubles. I wanted the money, man. Hive Mind is such a silly item, and I forgot that this was upgraded, Miku. That's on me for downloading the mod. I wanted the money, man. I like getting everything that I want in the world, and Isaac has tools to make you think that you're allowed to do that. Oh, fuck. No, I'm terrible. I'm washed. I think I just don't have... I don't really agree with one of those instances of damage that happened. I don't agree with that laser at all. I might just leave. I'm fighting Miku because I'm angry, and all it's getting me is all of my health gone forever. I want something. I don't know. I'm mad that I spent this entire floor getting health and struggling. Like, is there anything at all? Are there fires that I can shoot? Anything? Oh, man. You know, since we're gambling everything, give me... Oh, wait. Did it say accept? Oh. Accept? I was gonna use the teleport to gamble for the thing, and then it says the one thing that it can't do is that. Okay. I'm baby raging. This run is terrible. We're gonna go die in downpour. Sometimes Eden happens, man. I don't know. You can try. Sometimes the game says no. Most of my damage is 100% my own fault, but at the same time, I think the game should have given me any benefit at all. Okay. Stealing a devil item with my Mr. Meeseeks box better not friggin' count as me taking a devil, because I want angel deals on this run. Even though that's stupid. Okay, so steal the one that will give me benefit, please. Thank you. I'm glad that you steal now and not when I desperately desire the other one above all else. That was a cheeky little Isaac reference for anybody that might get or not get that. Okay, it's damage, but I hunger. I want more. I want better. That's definitely worse. I'm gonna touch it, but it's definitely the worst individual item that's shown up in this room. That's damage, but I hunger. I hunger. I can't make a case against it, though this won't really help me in an instant. It is a shot speed down, though. I think I'm gonna lose this run. Usually that's not a thing that I say, but sometimes all you need is a little bit more DPS or some movement speed. And sometimes what the game gives you is shot speed and health. And that's the life I live in. Not that soy milk is bad by itself, it's just... I think the soul destroying factor is that our Eden started with a little less speed than you usually do. I would have adored a virus there, genuinely. I would have been really, really happy if there was a virus. But that didn't happen. I wonder if I can... No, that's foolish. I was gonna do something silly with my box, but I think trying to be smart with the box is only gonna get you hurt. Okay, that was really dodgeable, but I guess it's my fault for intruding. I don't know if those guys ever really hit me, but also usually I have builds that are able to kill flies, so we live in a new world on this run, where these little dips are the strongest enemy that we'll ever face. I love my shitty little 0.7 damage run. Okay, Mr. Meeseeks, do your job. Yeah, my guess is right. If you don't guess right on where the secret room is when you try to get him to open it, he'll just do something else in the room. So, the second you see him walk towards the wall that you're trying to blow up, it's just like, yay! Yippee! Look at how much damage we do. We're crazy. We're killing it. This is the slowest run in the universe. I'm so happy that I got 2 soy milk runs in a row. I feel like usually you want to get different Isaac runs. I mean, RNG goes as RNG goes. With raw random, sometimes it just happens. I think Mr. Meeseeks can open the next door, so I'm just gonna spend my bomb on this. Also, I'm not opening the door on this floor because I'm silly and I'm gonna min-max for all of the boss trap rooms even though I have 0.7 damage. I like min-maxing to explode. I'm probably gonna get into a boss trap room and then die. And then I'll go, wah! And we'll have to start a new run. I think that's not an immediate trend that I notice, but I won't be surprised if it becomes a trend, I think is what I'm trying to say. Me getting cocky in video games and thusly exploding very shortly after is definitely something that happens, even if it's not documented. I've been listening to... just saying the word documented made me think of Chris Chan again. Ooh, free shit. That was kind of a mediocre one, but yay, free stuff. Saying documented made me think of Chris Chan again, which is always a rabbit hole. I wish that I could do Chris Chan's voice better. I'm not an impersonator. I only know how to dude. There was an extra leech that I was unaware of. This room is painful with no damage. I was joking about dying in Dross. I was joking. I don't actually want to die here. Why are the leeches hard? This run feels silly. I'm just walking up to everybody with my little water pistol and spraying it on them, hoping that they die of mold. Dude, I'm struggling. Mulligan, I have to. It doesn't matter what the mystery item may have been, I have to take Mulligan because it is a slight damage upgrade. Okay, you should give me 5 bombs, that would be cool. Please. Yay! I think it's a 50-50 on if Mr. Meeseeks does his job. Alright, and I'm gonna get a double deal, then I'm gonna be able to steal from the double deal. Most likely. I kind of find it hard to imagine that I die to this guy, but once again, soy milk, so all is possible. Usually soy milk is accented by the fact that a lot of other items will play off of your fire rate in very good ways, but when I exist in a world where all I have is health, soy milk just doesn't feel right. It doesn't feel like the solution to any of my problems. It feels like it's actively causing more problems, and I would be better off with no items at all. That's exactly my mindset that I'm in right now. You're a bastard. Oh, I timed my bomb wrong. I tire of you, please. Oh! I'm just wasting bombs because I'm bad. In my defense, he can do that little jump move literally whenever he wants. So placing bombs is gambling. But yeah, I did it. And my reward, more fire rate. That is a DPS up. It's just kind of like, eh. Okay, thank you. If I was thinking entirely truly, then I probably shouldn't have walked in here, but it doesn't really matter. At the end of the day, it doesn't matter. At the end of the day. I want a cheap soul heart. Please, please. Yay. I'm getting a lot of good steals in a row if it is truly a 50-50. Which I'm unsure of. And what are the odds? 0? Yeah, 0. Yes, free item room. Curse of the Blind. It doesn't matter. This item's gonna be gold. Okay, the item. This is a run of all time. I think a lot of other gamers would not be forging a similar path as I am on this one. That might just be a guess, but I think it's a guess that holds some weight. The fire rate up is probably gonna be helping the most, though. At least of the tools that we've acquired, I think that fire rate is finally the first one that's linking some chains together in a way that will help the run. But also, imagine if I got the mulligan, which was double fly damage, because I'm holding the fly trinket, and I have the mulligan, so it's like, at this point, if I would have gotten the mulligan, which didn't happen, I would have been feeling good off of it. I would have been like, yes, that was a good farm. But no, instead I gambled, and I gambled poorly. Oh. And also, hello, welcome in. Everybody shows up late, but that's because it's a morning stream. I feel no ill will. I feel like most Isaac runs you can kind of hop in halfway through, especially since they added the little thing on the right that shows you what all my items are. You do have to have some. Well, it's 20 minutes of a stream that is probably going to be one run of Isaac. And I struggle to imagine that this one Isaac run is going to be 2 hours long unless I keep on going like this and never get any damage up ever. So it's possible, but I would like to imagine that if this stream is one run, that it ends in a reasonable amount of time. I don't want to torture my fate with more Isaac than it needs to be. I do adore this game, but I'm sure that if I played it for 6 hours every day, I would explode. I do kind of stream short though. Wow, that was really close. This room sucks with my tiny range. My range is almost about as bad as it can be. It's not all the way there. I think the like false minimum is 4, but you can push it lower if you're insane. If by insane I mean you need to like get a couple specific items that curse you. What items should I keep a run going on the first item room? I know if it's bad, a lot of people reroll. I'm not. I think that I'm a bad person to ask that, because I simply play the cards as it lies. I'm experiencing a terrible run at the moment and kind of just existing anyway. I think that if your goal is just winning runs and getting unlocks, anything that increases your damage or survivability is great. It's really situational. Every character plays differently. Most of the main cast, I think that a lot of your big demands in a run are just damage and then health generation. But really, a lot of it is personal taste, because so many of the items in the game are funky little bastards, and so you need to be a supporter of the funky little bastard for the funky little bastard to work properly. I tend to only reroll buddies. Some of the buddies can be great, but yeah, it's just you have to be able to use them more. I think that there's also a character in the game, Lilith, who incentivizes you to learn how to play with the buddies better. And of course, as you get unlocks, there's gonna be more items that will accentuate different kinds of builds. So if you're playing on a fresher save file, then of course going for the buddies is gonna be a little bit worse. You don't have some of the most crazy ones. Like you will have cool ones, like I think King Baby is just a personal favorite of mine, but you do miss out with some stuff on unlocks. So I say damage and health regen, especially if you're new, is incredibly crucial. I don't recommend it as a fun strategy, but if you ever find yourself getting placenta from a boss room, that is infinite health as long as you have infinite time to waste. So if you're ever just like at a run where you're like, oh, I wanna win this bad, and you notice that you have placenta, it's not a terrible idea to just like relax, go take a coffee break, and then see what happens. But it will be a very slow run. I just know that some people do that. A lot of it is also just thinking about precision in what you can get done with your items. A lot of items will have effects that kind of seem like they don't really matter a lot, but totally do, depending on your cards. Like that placenta one, where it's just like, it's kind of a free win depending on how you play it. Also, that was really cool. I'm sorry, Apollyon's best friend. I have to take the extremely bright crown. It's a matter of min-maxing. I know it'll only benefit me if I actually make it to the cathedral, but I want to dream big. I want to dream big. But also just on my thing of saying that everything is different, if you are playing Lilith, then getting a buddy in your first item room is like, oh, yay, I'm blessed with this. I'm completely happy with this outcome. I really shouldn't be playing this, but I'm a filthy little gambler at heart. I got what I wanted. I got exactly what I wanted. The bastard. He probably can't kill me because of the way that my tiers are, but he's still a bastard. It's every single time in the universe that you want to shop, this guy shows up and he goes, hey, I ate that Steam sale, and the random brimstone that isn't supposed to be there that's totally spawned in the shop. I know he doesn't eat items, but it's just, it feels a curse. It feels a friggin' curse. It makes me angry. Because now I have 35 cents, and what do you even spend that on? I'm not playing the Shell Beggar. If you're curious what to play in an arcade, this guy's a scam most of the time. He's good for getting health if you have a frickload of cash and nothing else that you care about in life. That's all it is. Hi, Chad. I'm a little upset that you spawn with people. Because the ads are the hard part for me. All the beggars are scammy for me. You just have to know how to use them. There's some parts where, like, devil beggars, the ones that take your half red health, they will only pay out on normal mode after 3 hits, and on hard mode after 6 hits. So if you don't have a stockpile of health and you think that you're going to play a devil beggar, it's not going to happen. Whereas the other ones all have a chance to pay out decently fast, but it's kind of a matter of that, where I'm sure a lot of people think that the devil beggars are nothing, but if you're playing, like, Maggie and you have health regen, like, if you're on normal mode and you get a full red heart every 4 rooms and you have a devil beggar to play, like, you'll totally be able to get him to pay out because it's only 3 to get in. But I just were on some demon room and some red-black item, and I was able to attack with some insane bloodstream, but I had half a heart and I couldn't leave the room without dying. Yeah, that sounds about right. Devil deals are dangerous when you're first starting, to say the least. Unsure how to say the most, because a lot of it is understanding how much health you think that you yourself can survive on, and that number is different for everybody. That number is very different for everybody. Oh, okay. I'm so glad that you got rid of my curse after I plundered every single resource in the entire map, and then I'm probably just gonna get cursed next floor as well. Watch me as I waste all of my bombs because I desperately want a secret room. Okay, be cool. It's more gambling. Let's go. Yeah, let's go. Less damage. Gulp is actually amazing. The Gulp pill just makes it so that your trinket becomes a permanent effect on you. And that is something that I'm happy about, because it means that I get to keep Apollyon's best friend. Screw that. It's Eden's best friend now. I'm totally gonna abandon it the second I get a better trinket. The game just hasn't given me a better trinket. It refuses to. It simply refuses to. Oh, how I want. Oh, how I want. Oh, that's not really supposed to happen. You're not really supposed to get those red bombs over rocks like that. I'm curious why that played out that way. I guess the bomb just had nowhere else to go, so it was like, screw it. I surrender my reason and logic. I will transcend rock. Because you're supposed to be able to throw them over, but not like on top of. Oh, damn. That's what that one speed down does. I've never seen those bombs before. That's because this whole area that I'm in is gonna be new stuff for you two, because you're both new to the game. It's also gonna be bad, and I'm gonna die. Like that's a rock fact if I've ever said one before in my life. But all of this is very, very hard and very, very late game. This is stuff that was added in Repentance, so it's harder than everything else you've ever seen. And I'm still playing with that sweet 0.7 damage, so this is kind of just a testament to myself to see how much bullshit I can handle. And we'll see how it goes. I think that on stream I become a complete bastard and I instantly demand to play every run in the most bombastic way you've ever seen. Okay. I'm not exactly sure what you're supposed to, or what I was supposed to do in that situation. They moved in a way that I couldn't handle. It was above my caliber. Luckily, I have infinite health because the game deems me alive. As long as the game keeps on vomiting health my way, I'm sure that I won't die. Surely. Definitely. No! I got hit by a freaking spider. That's probably the most depressing thing that can happen. I think that their Soymilk beam is stronger than mine. I want to face tank one. I wanted to just try and, like, battle beams like Harry Potter. Okay, Larynx I'm not taking. So we're gambling on the mystery item, and the mystery item's totally gonna be Sacred Heart, and then we're gonna Pog, and it's gonna be great, and it's fucking Libra. Oh, that's probably the thing that ended the that probably ended the entire thing. I need to get really lucky now. The only thing keeping me alive was the fact that my build was okay for Soymilk and the high fire rate that I did, and what picking up Libra means is I don't have any of that benefit anymore. But I still basically have all of the struggle because my stats are friggin' garbage. So now I'm basically just walking into one of the hardest areas in the game with less than your average character's base stats. But that's fine, I guess. It doesn't really matter, I guess. Give me a cool card. That is a cool card. I like that card. That card is worth 15 cents in my mind. This is also worth 15 cents in my mind. That's definitely not worth 15 cents. Yay! Apollyon's best friend is bigger! Okay, no point to play you anymore. Voodoo Head is not worth anything at all to me. I think this run's gonna die, dudes. I think that we're, like, the most over ever. I think it's gonna explode and it's gonna be sad. Unless I escape back to the normal realm of gameplay. And even then, it's not even going to be pretty, because I'm experiencing the run that oh, the freaking fire spider. Usually you're never in this area unless you have a build that can handle it. I'm walking into Nightmare Land with nothing. All I have is a big little... All I have is a big little Chad. It's the only thing that I have to my name that does anything. I really feel like all of my items are just working together to be bad. We also got a modded champion version of this boss, which is gonna kill me. I feel no faith at all at my ability to beat this guy. None. Not any. I'm just scared. Anytime that the game truly spooks me, I get silent. It's so much harder to talk. Luckily, due to my bad damage, the The dummies are a non-threat because I probably can't even kill them if I tried. Isn't that so funny? Isn't it so funny when the boss fight takes 25 years? Oh my goodness! That was a really hard attack to deal with. We're gonna have to study that one in the future to see how to handle that. Oh my gosh. Oh. This is a fight of all time. Some Eden runs are mean. Dude, that was like twice as many bombs as your average Curse of the Tower. That's cruel. It's cruel and unusual punishment is what you're doing here, sir. You don't understand a thing about tact. Oh my god, I walked into a fire. I'm throwing. I'm supposed to be trying to get my deal here. Wah! I'm supposed to be trying to get my deal here. The only thing that can save this run is a really, really good angel deal. And I just fucking want to start. I'm mad. This is the type of run that would make you stop playing Isaac, I think. Or at least it would give the average person pause on if they want to start another run or not. This is easily the longest this guy has ever been on my screen. Easily. Like, it's not even a competition. Yeah, just run away. Get off my screen, you dork. Leave me be. God, that sucked. Let me out of the hard area. I don't want to be here anymore. I'm done. Actually, is there anything cool in here? I'm done. Let me out. I never want to go to the mines ever again in my entire life. I'm over it. That was the worst. Oh, game. What are you... Are you trying to make me mad, video game? You trying to piss me off? This is the most emotion a single man can feel in an instant. The single most. I don't even know what to say about this. I escape the torture that is the mines. I'm so happy I didn't get Ash Pit, by the way. I escape that torture, and then I go back to the regular world, and then this is the first room that it greets me in the regular game. If I'm trying to convince people that this game is cool and that they should play it, this is a bad run to do that on. I don't think I'm gonna be convincing nobody. Oh, I just realized if we would have gotten Hive Mind, we would have had Double Big, Apollyon's best friend, because he would have been BFF'd and Hive Minded, which is would have been cool, is what I'm saying. This room scares me. I don't like this one. I was trying to kill the host, but as per usual, he hates me. Oh, let's go. Now it should be pretty easy. I'm not even... Oh, never mind. I was about to say something really stupid. So stupid it would have been cut from the tapes forever. Oh my gosh, maybe that's gonna need to be cut from the tapes forever. If I can't even get a deal on a regular floor, what am I? I mean, to be fair, this is like one of the worst runs. If only I used my judgment card on that freaking larynx. Hey, you know what? I like feeling pain. Give me something good to eat. Man, whatever. I don't know. It's a stats up. Also, this is the worst possible boss the game could give me. It's the worst one. It's the hardest thing. The most difficult creature. And I have no means of escape. I absolutely zero means of escape, and I just have to deal with this fucker. Alright, I think that we should learn to live without our devil deal. Yeah, it's about to happen. Everybody come together. Let's witness the worst Isaac run in history, where everything is really sad. Everything's really sad all the time. Yes, yes, pick up the trinket and lose your ability to fire for a bit. That is exactly what I want. Become able to do less damage in the video game. This sucks. This is the worst. I found hell in the Binding of Isaac. Don't believe me? Just watch and find out. Oh my god. Top 10 worst places to be in Isaac. Number 15, next to me. Oh my god. The fact that there's no tell at all on the charge, it just... okay, there is a tell. I'm salty. I admit that. But the fact that there is a very slight tell, and it has so much chaos that comes from it. Everything this boss does, he does in an instant, and it's world-shattering. You have to adjust your entire playstyle every 2 seconds, and be like, well, okay, I guess he's on that side of the screen. Okay, I guess he's on that side of the screen. I wonder which side of the screen he's going to be on this time. Maybe he's going to explode half of the corner. This is going to be one of those boss fights where if I get at it... This is also the first one. This is one of two. One of two. One of two, by the way. One of two, by the way. One of two, by the way. Fights I would not do for divorce receipt. I don't know. I think it's called divorce papers. The consequence of playing with the silly mod that... Dude, I just... I don't know what you do. I don't know what you do. It's so hard. I don't know why I didn't take damage there. That should have been grave. Dude, how did that not bomb? I don't know what you do. This feels like it wasn't made for fighting on a bad build. Please. No way. I feel hatred for this guy. Please. Isaac Gods, Edmund McMillan, I beg thee, give me a fun Eden, please. Yes, yes, that is what I am talking about. That is what I am talking about. And Eden, who I can play the game on this one. I can do it, guys. I can do it. This one's possible. Oh my god. That last run sucked. Please. I mean, yeah, you're forced to give me something good. What am I talking about? Please. This run is blessed by the lords above to give me everything that I desire in my entire life. It's the way it is. It was written in the Fate Book of Fates. I don't know if I want to open that yet. But, yay! I think all runs should start with Sacred Orb. Yeah, exactly. All runs should start with Sacred Orb. All runs should also start with Broken Modem. Mega Mush is pretty good too. I don't know. I think we could do with or without the Mega Mush. It's a little dull at this point, don't you think? So the true consequence of this run, I think, is that our fire rate's bad, but that should resolve pretty fast. With a Sacred Orb in our pocket, it's hard to imagine that the run will go into a sad place. If I have Sacred Heart, or not Sacred Heart, Sacred Orb and Mega Mush in my pocket on floor friggin' 1, and I don't beat the run, just fire me from my content creator position that I get paid just about nothing to do. Fire me. I don't deserve it. I was able to carry that terrible run alive through so much garbage. If this blessed one doesn't do it, For anybody that's new and doesn't understand, I'm currently holding some of the hardest items to unlock in the game, and they're both really, really good. The orb on my right makes it so that all of the items that I find they're gonna be cooler. So just the run is gonna feel really strong, and almost any time that it feels really, really strong, it's that item's direct fault just by existing. And then when I went big mode earlier, that is my mushroom. And You can't take any damage. In fact, you are not allowed to take damage. And on top of that, you insta-kill anything you touch, you break any rock that you touch, even indestructible. What is this boss spawn? That's just a very unique one. There's no way that hit me. It, like, bonked my little forehead. I just heard, like, a popping noise. I wonder if somebody dropped something in the house, or if somebody's setting off fireworks at 9:24 on July 11th. The fact that I'm not entirely joking about that fireworks one, I sure live in a place, don't I? Also, yes, I'm tryharding. I really don't want to take 2 hits to the funny double monstro. That would be embarrassing. It would suck. People of place love fireworks. Exactly. I do think also very, 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 very rarely, I have heard also, gunshot. But that's like way at the night, and sometimes gunshot and firework are very hard to distinguish, and that I admit. I really wish that I could. I want this. I want this bad, but we didn't get the money. And I didn't find my secret room with my Mega Mush. You know what? If we're gambling anyway, I need to use this Mega Mush to get as much money as possible. And by as much money as possible means none. It means no money. It means 0 cents ever. It would be cool if we were able to find the super secret. I am kind of just gambling. It's a very expensive gamble, I feel. Yay! It's not even money. I got, like... I came out of that with 1 cent less. We got negative money from doing that. I guess that's what gambling is, I guess. Okay, thank you, Horf. Thank you, Speed Down. Hematemesis means nothing. Another Speed Down sucks. Truly, it do. Yeah, so we got a bunch of stats down and negative money. So that was a really good play. That was a really good play, I think. We should do that more often. This is what I said about Sacred Orb making the run really good. I hate to scare anyone, but we are officially out of coffee. There's officially no more coffee in my mug. Oh, the Polyphemus next item room. It could happen. If anything, it's more likely to happen now than at any moment in history beforehand. Because in the history, I know that it didn't happen. So, we're due. What I'm trying to say is we're due. What I'm trying... Yeah. It's gonna be one of those rare item rooms that's supposed to spawn 2 low quality item rooms, but because I have, and give you both items, but because I have Sacred Orb, it's gonna get confused and upgrade both of them and give me 2 really, really good item rooms. So we're gonna get blessed with game luck and with Sacred Orb luck, and it's gonna feel really cool, and everybody's gonna cheer, and I might even scream a little bit too, even though it's early in the morning. Sometimes you just walk into a room and your Isaac-riddled mind screams to you that there's a secret room in the right, and I'm just like, yeah. Sometimes my brain feels like Twitch chat. I want to bomb the right side of this room bad. And there are no bombs to be had. Once again, my minstrel side showing. Never-ending demand for rhyming, I guess. That's a quality. Yeah. I can't afford any of this, but it's cool. It's funny to show up. We're probably gonna be hearing the what the heck is that song even called? I'm not a Persona fan. Is it like Specialist Dance? We're gonna be hearing that song a lot because it'll play when cool items show up, and we're gonna be getting a lot of cool items. Specialist, yeah. Dude, speaking of cool items, check out this rock solid design here. Yeah, I mean, I'm taking it. It's not It's not a run saver, but it's pretty cool. 9 Sly Flies. We did say that we were gonna get 2 items in the room. It is kind of 2 items. Is it bad that I want to use my Mega Mush just to guess for secret rooms again? What no bombs does to a motherfucker. Isaac Veteran forced to play with no bomb drops. Resorts to methods. We're not even gonna get enough charge for it. Unless we stumble upon a battery. Which, I don't remember if there was one in our shop or not. I also think that... for the sake of making the run not boring for me, I'm not gonna pick up the stopwatch. So I might just pick up the battery and then do my little secret room hunting maneuver. I think that's gonna happen. Yeah. Because I could also use it to check my, my curse room. There's a lot of utility to be had from this, especially when you're cheating with the teleport mod. Look at this. We get so much money and we don't get hurt from any of it at all. Then we go over here and then we find our Lay Epic secret room, and then we go and then we go over here and then we find our Lay Epic other secret room, and then we go and then we go over here, and then we probably like, oh no, we're one-shotting you. Yeah, even with our low damage, the Widow is a one-shot. And then just in case we have, I want angels bad. I think I'm due for a Godhead and the Sacred Heart. That's how I feel in my heart, mind, body, and soul. We'll do that. And now we need to go pick up the chores, the things left behind. I do want to re-roll this. Boop. You know, I mean, the battery with Mega Mush. I think that's a play. That feels right. That feels proper. Just because now I don't need to stress about using it all the time. I can just have fun. Also, yippee! Rare stream where I do 2 runs in a row. It's because I did my schedule different today. I started a different job up, so my usually pretty free mornings got replaced with kind of busy mornings, but it's still by far my freest time in the day. Ooh, yes, yummy. So we're still probably going to be doing morning streams more than anything else. I will just have to time them a little bit differently, because I am to walk a dog, and dog walk take a while. Dog also pretty cute, but I'm not that much of a dog person, which it might be blasphemous to say, because I'm sure that there's people who are desperately attached to dogs and would be like, oh, I would adore for a dog walking job. But the doggy I deal with is pretty nice. She despises other small animals, which is a little annoying just because I have to keep a better eye out for all of them than she does. But it's not that bad. I really wanted free access to my boss trap room. Yo, Deltarune! Yo, Susie Undertale! What's the line? I don't even somebody did the meme and they were in Isaac, but I don't even remember what the thing is. Just like, yo, Chris, it seems we must have to bind some Isaac to get out of here. Whatever. I wonder if my Mega Mush can help me break into the boss trap room. I kind of doubt it. Also, maybe I should have used the Empress room, or the Empress on the boss trap room. I don't think it really matters. Wormwood scares me. Also, look at Broken Modem just destroying this fella. I think that it's almost entirely due to the fact that Wormwood is segmented and Broken Modem just tries to function on individual entities, and so the segmented ones register as a billion little entities. So it was probably like his face got hit, then his tail got hit, then one of his body segments got hit, then one of his other body segments got hit, all that sorts of junk. Also, why did I spend my bombs on that? I don't even on the best of runs, I don't go to I don't go to that place so easy. I shrimply don't. We are doing the boss trap room. It's because I have Sacred Orb. You have to. Well, okay, I would be doing the boss trap room even if I didn't have Sacred Orb. But you just have to. It's written in the guidebooks. I think that my shot speed is ridiculously high for somebody who regularly advertises that he hates shot speed with a passion. Why am I cursed with so much? 1.5 is a silly number. Real shot speed haters never go over a single one. Also, this Min Min is totally able to kill me because of that attack right there. It just burst out a single big one directly at you, and it's terrifying. It hurts me all over. And they still do it. They go to the second phase, and you're like, okay, finally, the cool attack is behind us. It won't destroy me anymore, right? And then they try to destroy you again. I don't remember where my fire is. Okay, literally right next to the thing. I wish there was a realistic way to lose my golden heart at this moment in time. I don't even need money right now. I want it. I hunger. The last run left me thirsty for power. Thirsty. Ooh. Wah, wah, wah. Imagine I died there. That would have been a funny place to just to slam my end stream button as hard as humanly possible. Next time I'm taking damage, I am blasting my Mega Mush instantly. Not letting this run die here. It's not happening. Too many good Eden runs have died as a loss. It's a trend that... Well, okay, maybe only a trend on my stream. Okay, I know I said I was gonna use it. And then instead of using it, I just kind of made a microwave noise into the microphone. But I'm alive, aren't I? Aren't I? Yeah, look at that. He just gets owned. Poor guy, honestly. I wouldn't call it abysmal, but it's a poor showing of Wormwood when Wormwood is usually the scariest thing ever. Our health situation is also really goofy, with the golden heart peeking out behind the little cross. It's a very... I feel like that's a unique thing that you don't really see typically, and now it's gone forever, so... At least I brought attention to it before it was gone forever. Any bets? I say 100%. Told you. Give me something good to eat. It's all drugs. It's all drugs. Okay. Gulping Karma is like the most nothing anything ever. That's not gonna affect the run. I'm sorry for all of the Karma believers. Anybody out there that's like, ooh, Karma's my favorite item that I've ever seen in a video game. It's not gonna do anything. Maybe in like 3 floors, we'll witness something beautiful and it'll like spawn a beggar or something. But I truly don't think that we're gonna see it do anything at all. Also, I think that this room is a beginner killer. This is the type of room that would destroy you if it was your first day on the job. Type of room that would rend you limb from friggin' limb. Just like, oh, am I a background character in Berserk right now? I thought I was playing The Binding of Isaac. My mistake. My mistake. Chaos card? That's a weird looking chaos card. Ooh? It's a fool. Nah. I don't feel anything strongly about the fool. There's what the fool does if anybody cares. It's RNG dependent in in current world. Also in current day, this synergy works a little bit differently than it usually does. Back in the day, you would have had bigger tiers that fired slower. So these are kind of fat Polyphemus shots that fire decently fast. They're still really good, but I think it's interesting how it changed in Repentance, because usually I'm fine with the slow fire rate. I think that slow fire rate is honestly pretty fun. But it is a pure raw upgrade. It's just fun to point out the intense differences, especially because I have Rebirth on my phone and not the DLCs because it's expensive. And so I'll play older versions sometimes. That's totally a thing that I'll do. And there's a bunch of different changes that happen. Like, Brimstone is just, it's a completely different beast in current day. I have no idea why I would ever not take the Pinky Eye there. It's exactly what you should be taking all the time, forever, all night, forever. A speed down, surely I should take that too. Surely that's a great idea. Also, I see a key on the map that I don't remember how you get. Oh, never mind. I remember how you get to it, and the answer is no. Why did I hesitate about picking that up? Ooh, nuts. Yay. This is a top tier item. I also totally think that I saw a deeper pockets that I wanted earlier, and I have no idea if I had the money to do that or not. I think I just completely forgot about it before going back again to check, which is a rookie mistake. Oh, I'm small enough that I can just squoze. I'm gonna squoze again for all the squoze fans. There you go. And one last squoze for good time's sake. Yeah. I love being slightly smaller than your average Isaac. The powers and capabilities of being a little guy. Okay, nothing. Oh, and would that perchance be a boss trap room? I see. What's wrong with me? Okay, maybe it's not a thing wrong with me, but I sure do be rhyming a lot lately. Thank you, Ball in a Cup ++. Then I have to fight Miku. This is gonna be a way easier Miku fight than last time. Like, it's almost incomparable. You can just say "excuse me" and pass right on by. Yeah, it's so fun being a little guy. Yeah, I came out of that with more health than I was expecting, but that's fine. We'll just go back here anyway. You again. I think I'm just gonna. I don't like bone hearts. I think that I'm in a position enough where I don't think that I'm gonna die. It would be kind of funny if I died, quite honestly. But I don't think that I'm gonna die. And thusly I will be playing exactly how I desire in every single way, shape, and form. Every single way, shape, and form. Including cheating with my silly Billy teleport mod. I probably, like... I guess the only true way to tell at the end of the day is by how the run goes. But I wish that in the moment I could be a truther or a denier on if picking up a Eucharist or the Mind is a better play there. I guess part of it depends on the individual's Isaac playing ability. Because the Mind is useless if you're able to figure out where the secret rooms are anyway, which I just did. So it's like... I think Eucharist is going to give us more benefits that are unattainable through skill than the Mind would give. And usually benefits that are attainable through skill, I take that as a guarantee in life. I take that as a thing that's going to happen. There's no reason to go back in here, but I'm doing it anyway. You know what I should have done? I should have left the Soul Heart on the ground. I'm buying this for the stats. It was range, whatever. And now we're back in the mines. So we're back in the mines, and we're strong now. We have a build that can perform. We got Ash Pit. I'm not even tripping, dog. Can I walk through this? No. The boss trap room is too strong even for the Mega Mush. Too strong, I tells ya. Shrimply too strong. Oh, this feels like an entrance, though. It's not. No. Anguish. I feel good. Thank you, Mega Mush, on my first floor. You're my favorite Mega Mush on my first floor. My favorite ever. Maybe the best ever. Maybe the best. Also, shout out whoever made the decision to let Mega Mush charge while you're currently mushing. I think that that's a huge part of the game that more people should think about and be in awe of, because it rocks. I have no clue what that shopkeeper is, but it looks like something straight out of Homestuck. It just, maybe I just see gray, and I think that, like, gray skin. Every single shopkeep in this is just, it's a Homestuck OC. What can you say? Also, this feels good. This is revenge. That that was therapeutic. That was therapeutic. I also think that as an Isaac veteran, the addition of the little markings for where enemies are gonna spawn just feels like I'm cheating. It completely feels like I'm cheating. Because I already kind of, to an extent, memorized what, like, possible spawns there were, so I was already sitting there thinking about it as hard as you could, and sometimes being perfectly correct in my guesses, and now I just get to put all of... What? Is it just like a 50-50 on if the button... or is it only the bottom right button that does it? That's... I don't know if I've ever tried to properly care about that room. And also, I forgot about the thing I was saying. Blah, blah, blah. I don't know. It doesn't... It probably doesn't even matter anyway. Probably doesn't even matter anyway. Maybe it did matter. Maybe it mattered the most. Mods for those kind of raining tiers are nice in a similar fashion. Yeah. I guess I was talking about visibility mods then. I don't know. It's beyond me. The 4.5 volt probably means infinite Mega Mush, but is that fun? I've done it before. The thing about Mega Mush is that it's the same every time. I want to make the viewing experience good and protect my fans from the curse that is Curse of Darkness. Okay. That's pretty cool. I guess we just take this into our angel deal and see what happens. Double Sacred Heart, maybe? That'd be pretty cool. If it's a choice angel deal, then this would actually be quite great for it. Yeah, we're gonna get a choice angel deal that will have Godhead on one pedestal and Sacred Heart on the other. And I'm gonna be able to double it and pass it to the next person. No, and take it all for myself. It'll be mine. I don't think there's any way to get charge. I don't think there's a single way to get charge. I'm rubbing my big fat noggin, my mangy man head. I don't think there's a way to get charge. I'm gonna be real, I'm gonna be frank, I'm gonna be Kirby Mancer with you. I don't think that there's a way that we're gonna get charged for that. I think it's not happening. I'll touch it so that we never see its accursed thing again, but we were definitely hoping for more. Do I just... I kind of want to just double... screw it. The thing is, I'm not going to get any more items this floor, and I have to take Mega Mush with me for the fans. And I need a bunch of health anyway for the silly little door. Getting a sticky nickel, so mean. I carried that golden heart for how many months? What a sad room. What a pathetic room. That's the wrong button. And it's a shot speed down. Yay. Oh, hi Miku. I thought I've seen the last of you. That's a pretty rare secret room to get. Oh, I just reached for my mug like there was gonna be more coffee in there. Oh, how accursed my life is. Oh, how accursed. It's kind of cool being able to get all of the quest items in one run. That's pretty poggy. That's I would not to brag, but I would call that the definition of PogChamp. I would. Simply, truthfully, I would. Still, you would think that Sacred Heart would perform a little bit more, or not Sacred Heart, Sacred Orb. They both have Sacred in the name, and also for a million billion years, the only thing with Sacred in the name in Isaac was Sacred Heart. So people would say the word Sacred and be talking about the item Sacred Heart. So in my mind, it's intertwined. That was another freaking rhyme that just, it came out of my mouth with or without intent. I just regurgitate them. Oh, I lost my small! A cursed mom. She makes me big. That kind of sounds bad. I was just thinking about the fact that I couldn't... I was trying to squoze past the poop again. But I was simply too large. Let's mess around. We have 1 billion health. Like, whatever. So we might get, like, a free angel deal or some money. Okay, this is the cool one. Ah. Then, once again, I come to you asking for money. That's weird looking money. That's a joke. I knew that that one wasn't going to be money. This is money, though. It's never what I want. It's never what I want. They have something connected to your speaker, connected to your microphone, that listens in and makes you sad. Yummy small pill. And it was a damage up. When you get small, you get angry. There is nothing else in here, but I'm checking just in case. Yeah, there was zero way to get charged for this thing. They should make an item called Sacred Heart that is an inverted color Sacred Heart and instantly kills Isaac. Yeah. Is it just like a devil deal that costs infinite hearts to pick up, or it's a quality 0 that shows up in every single pool and you just shouldn't take it, and if you have Curse of the Blind, fuck you. I want this friend to pay out. Getting a Eternal Heart in there is not what I wanted. Not at all. Not even slightly. Oh, my coconut bonk damage sound effect is really doing numbers on me right now. I'm smiling like a jokester. Oh, get euthanasia, biatch. I also almost sniped that guy with my knife, which would have been cool. Him surviving 2 of my shots is crazy. Enemies with more health than you can fathom. It's genuinely insane how different this game feels when I'm sitting here with a good, righteous, proper build. I'm allowed to... Why was I able to hurt those guys? Oh, it's when... What a soft lock. I mean, it's not a real soft lock. It's not a true, honest-to-God soft lock. But theoretically, that's a soft lock there. That's really silly that happens and is allowed to happen. Okay. Before we enter our boss room, I would like that. I have no way of gaining money. You know what? This is a way of gaining money. Moo ha 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 ha. Please, Blood Dono Machine, give me what I desire, which is like 4 cents. The 4-cent garbage building. I don't know if talking about Christian is gonna get me views, but it sure is on my mind. It sure is on my mind. Christian is just so fascinating all around the board. I can't get over any aspect. Not a single one. Not one. And it's also hard to talk about without talking about anything, because it's all intertwined. Chris Chan has been terrible for years and years and years, and it never changes. It never changes. Wow! That was so close. That was so close. I don't know why I was stressing so much about a single instance of damage, but that was, nonetheless, that was still very, very close. So small. Just a little baby Isaac. Impossible for the eye to see. But very possible for the Isaac to see. That room felt incredibly easy. That room felt like I was missing something. Yeah, Mazo won. Both those cards are duty. You know who else is duty? I'm actually not sure. Completely unaware of the answer to that question. That's crazy that those guys still curse you to not be able to shoot. Soul of Isaac is great. We're gonna be taking that. Soul of Isaac is likely to be used. Actually, no, because we have our Eucharist Angel deal coming up. So I'm just taking the mystery, which is an all stats up. Yata, what? My all stats up was 3 stats up. I guess that just means that the rest of my stats were maxed out, or as close to maxed out as can be. I don't know. It's interesting to pick up an item that is supposedly in all stats up and be treated with that. Yeah, totally worth the key. 100% worth the key. I can't wait to fat finger it. I'm really good at eating cards on accident because my brain runs on autopilot, and then I'm like, oh, I need to think to myself which button I need to push for my card. Which one is it? Or I need to push the button to bomb right now. Which one is that? And then I think really hard, and then I get it wrong anyway. I don't like this room. It's not really a hard room. I just don't like it. It's rare for an Isaac room to let you just kind of sit there and puzzle solve before you do anything. I don't know if I'm taking that trinket. Why does my secret room look weird? Did an enemy spawn in it? Oh, yeah, enemies did spawn in it. Okay. Mystery solved. We totally have enough health for this. A million creatures. Gambling. No. What about gambling? Yay! And it meant nothing. It kind of always... It has a very high chance to mean nothing. A very, very high chance to mean nothing. Oh, what are you gonna do? Steal my flies? She fired my knife at me and it didn't even do anything. It didn't even, like, try to do anything. So Squeezy is not the one that we're taking. Squeezy is definitely not the one that we're taking. Okay. I'm disappointed with you. Oh, yay! I don't even care that I got bonked there. We got Godhead. That's all that matters. That is all that matters. Okay. The run's alive, guys. I'm happy now. I'm okay. I'm bombing this for fun. Oh no, it's an item that I kind of want. Anguish. I waved my hands around like you could see my camera. There's not even a camera plugged in. The run's still winnable, I think. I don't know about that one, Chief. This run's a real toughie. Maybe the toughest run I've seen in weeks. I've been on the eating grind for about 5 months now. I haven't gotten a single victory. Ever. So it would be really cool if we could break our loss streak of negative 5,000. How Eden can still win the run. It's a mystery. I don't know if anybody knows how this run could be beatable. I think that this is one of those ones where we're gonna have to email Lazy Matman and be like, hey, I found this really hard Eden Seed. Could you prove to me that it's actually a really easy Eden Seed? And then he won't make a video on it because it's a seed where you start with the friggin' Sacred Orb. Or maybe he would. Maybe he would. He'd start it immediately and just go, whoa! I can't really whoa as good as him, because I'm in a house with people in it. As far as I'm aware, there's 3 other people in this domicile, which is far too many to yell in. Far too many. Especially when it's not even 10 a.m. yet. I don't know why I feel so intensely the need to read out the exact time. Part of me thinks it's funny for sure. Sure. The BFF that matters. Yeah. But yeah, part of me thinks it's funny. I think the other part of me is when listening to other content creators that I like watching, I think it's jarring. It's a unique feeling to have the streamer be like, yeah, this run is happening at this time on this day. This is a real thing that happened, documented in history. It's just like, whoa, slow down there. I thought you were still just like a guy on my screen. It's terrifying. I don't know how people handle it. And so obviously the natural response is to force that exact same experience on any and all people who watch my content for forever. Oh, thank you, King Champion. I definitely needed batteries all the time. You can help provide tangent content or context. I don't know. I don't talk about things that are hip or square. I don't know. Everything that I've been doing with my free time is 80 years old. I've been watching Super Jail, which is a cartoon from like 2006, and a terrible tragic part of it is I don't even know if I should talk about it. Yo, it's Lazy Matt Man. Whoa. I don't know if I'm allowed to talk about Super Jail because my favorite Grapefruit is already the Super Jail guy. He's the one that talks about it on stream. You can't be a streamer and talk about media. Norbit is Northern Lions. He's the only one that's allowed to talk about it. Other people in NLSS are sometimes allowed to talk about Norbit, but it's at the end of the day it's his. So there's that you have to think about with, which is important. And so truly, the only media that I'm allowed to talk about to anybody at all is random 4chan R9K posts. Because those are the only things that people don't know about. I see so many unique peeps. So many unique peeps that you couldn't even fathom them. So many. I'm allowed to take this. Oh, I didn't want the shot speed up, you cursed being. The announcer saying that like it's a good thing to happen. What a curse, what a curse, what a curse. Get lucky. How about this time? I want to say a curse word. Do it again. I'm filled with rage. Despite all my rage, I'm still a virgin in a cage. No. What's even the song? Why am I still stuck as a virgin with rage? Tell me why I can't meet a cute girl. My dude, tell me why. I never wanna hear you say I have a boyfriend. Okay, I wasted all of my bombs while thinking about Chris Chan. Fireworks I bought on eBay? What are you talking about? Are you just saying words to grab my attention? Because it's kind of working. Is this the run where we have the trinket? No, we're going up anyway. Wow, what a performative item. Sorry, Miku. I would love to destroy you, but one of my Mega Mush uses is too much. The fireworks one was the context time. Oh, yeah, it's yeah, because it is June 11th in the year of our Lord 2025 in the country of our Lord, whatever the frick this place is called, America or something. That's why fireworks happen, because people buy like $500 worth of fireworks and then realize that they can't set them all off in 3 hours. So you just get random people setting off fireworks for the next like month straight. It's just something that you have to live with. It's a cursed fate that a lot of us belong to and deal with on a daily basis. Well, daily in July. I think it's, I mean, not to be political, this is also kind of something that I deal with personally, because loud noises bother me. But I think it's insane that we are supposedly supposed to honor a bunch of veterans by making a bunch of loud sounds and setting off PTSD. Like, yeah. I totally love the America Day, where all dogs suffer and get really, really loud, and I get a headache. It's a really... Oh, placenta ruining me. But yeah, I don't even think that my dislike of 4th of July is connected to America at all. I think it's just the fact that it makes existing less pleasant for a while. That's kind of 100% of it. That's most of the emotions that I feel on this matter. Oh yeah, I have the Polaroid. Oh wait, I don't. I forget my place. I wish to take damage, so I don't want to use my Polaroid on this guy, and he gives me health. Come on, guys. I want my boss trap room. Bad. Alright, then... Oh, I was gonna use them... Yeah, I'll do it anyway. Hello, friend. Goodbye. Hello, friend. Goodbye. I wonder why everybody that I meet is so scared of me. Do I give off a bad glow? Is my aura wrong? How do I increase my aura? Please tell me. Everybody seems so scared. I don't know what to say when I'm doing this Mega Mush thing. It's kind of boring. I don't know. Maybe it's cool to people who play the game less. But I feel like it's one of those where it's kind of one and done. Like, I get it. I don't know. Being invincible and killing everything instantly is attainable through many means. So it being handed to you in an item is nothing so special. Nothing so special at all. I totally forgot there was a damage up item in here. Yatta. I don't even say yatta in a happy way. It like the meme with my friend where we say it in DMs. It started because there's a funny clip of anime girl going yatta, and that's why we started saying it to each other. But now it's just like a thing that I say. It's just part of my vocabulary, and so when I'm talking completely dull, I'm gonna say it completely dull. Which, to an extent, that might be more funny, but I'm unsure on it at the moment. I love wasting bombs. Oh, you're gonna need a lot of bombs to get that, Dwayne. References that nobody will get ever. I love saying things that are completely unintelligible to the average viewer. Alienating my audience is my pastime. Yay! Miku again. This is a rare secret room. We got it twice. Twice. I like gambling. Oh, it was a speed up, so it did nothing. And then the shot speed down is actually exactly what I want. The worst thing that I got out of the pills there was the health upgrade. That's kind of a good feeling. We almost got everything if we played 10 minutes faster. Yeah, this is a disappointing show from the end of Miku. I'm sorry, ma'am. It does neither of these even do anything. Neither of them do anything. I don't know. Like, I'm touching this so that it doesn't show up again, because neither of those items would do anything for me. That's such a situation to be in. It's the most Isaac thing ever is to walk into a room and be presented with items as though they are supposed to be good, and then you think a little bit and you're like, I'm looking at thin air in front of me. The difference between the items in front of me and thin freaking air is not different at all. It's the same thing. It's exactly what I'm looking at. Also, due to the... Yo, Apollion's best friend showed up again. Due to the way that our items are, we could have done better, quite honestly. But due to the way that our items are, we're gonna get a lot of chests in the chest, which is really cool. I hope that we get blessed with a curse room that just has a Guppy's tail sitting in there for fun. I think that would be pretty cool, I think. Bitches love me and my extremely high standards for the video game Binding of Isaac. I'm sitting here with Godhead and I'm going, honk shoe, honk shoe. I'm thinking about Grapefruit's chinchilla named Shoe. That's where my mind goes at a moment like this. Also, because I said that thing about finding something in the curse room, I am gonna go explore until I find or don't find a curse room, because that sounds kind of fun to me. And none of these rooms are a threat. I think that most of them, the biggest time loss is gonna be from the enemies themselves on if they decide to die. Otherwise, we demolish. I do, of course, hunger, but we didn't even see what those enemies were. The middle of the room was filled with spiders. They disappeared before they even showed up, because every enemy has like a spawn animation where they start invisible and then like grow from a pile of mush at the bottom. Okay, a bunch of useless garbage. And so if you kill enemies fast enough, they just don't show up, which is pretty cool, I think. Man, this boss is tough. I should learn how to take a tutorial on the Binding of Isaac. Maybe one of these streams I should act as though none of my viewers know a single thing about Isaac, and just speak my friggin' mind on the state of everything that I walk into. It would keep my vocal box active the entire stream for sure. I think that a very hard aspect of that idea, though, is registering inside of myself what actually is like a handy tip, and what is something that is impossible from the minds of a beginner. Because there's so many things that I do that I do just because I believe them necessary to do, that are decently intense tech, or the hard things to do, or at least things that take a lot of practice. And if I just sit here and go, oh well, just learn all of the enemy's hitboxes, obviously, then I'm just gonna sound like a dork. Because I didn't go and walk into every enemy and take damage to learn what they do. It's that when you play as the character Tainted Maggie, you're very incentivized to walk into enemies, so while you're doing that, if you take an extra second to tell which enemies actually hurt you when you walk into them and which enemies don't, then in your other runs you can come out of it with extra knowledge for strategies. Like if you get Serpent's Kiss or something that does contact damage, and then you're like, oh, well, hosts are annoying as crap, but I know that they don't do contact damage, so... And then all of a sudden you're sitting there with E. coli and you're fighting a host and you're like, what, is E. coli busted? Oh my gosh. It's just all about piecing your tools together, and it's really hard to explain exactly what that means, I think. This is an amazing room for items. That's so good. That's so good. We definitely need more damage. That's a demand in my life. 40 damage, that feels pretty cool. It's definitely a bigger number than it was before. The way that Fallen died looked a little interesting to me. I can't pinpoint exactly what was interesting about it, but it kind of felt like they died in one shot. Either they died instantly to the second shot coming out of my face due to the Godhead rays, or the first shot killed them all by themselves. But I could just be spouting nonsense. There's a lot that happens in this game all the time. It also totally could have been my spiders. Thank you for the empty room. The room that I saved for the last. Completely nothing. Man, they need to nerf that guy. He was really hard. Alright. I'm ready to completely clown on this guy. Hello, my friend! Have you heard of the video game The Binding of Isaac? I really want to talk to you about it. It's my favorite thing ever. Hello! Have you heard about Sonichu? He's a really cool, unique character designed by Christine Weston Chandler. I think that if you're a fan of Pokemon and Sonic, you'll really enjoy it. You'll really find a lot of value in it. They seem to have left for some reason. I'm not really sure why somebody would stop talking to me after that. But I guess I'll just try again with the next guy. Oh, my Chris Chan addled brain. I can't think of anything else. It's the only thing in there. It's the only thing that's left after all of the strawberries and dog walks. The one single thing that I can think about is cutting down the internet. I haven't even gotten to that part in the documentary. There's a documentary about Chris Chan, and it's great, and I've listened to it before. And I'm listening to it again with clearer future eyes. because there's so much stuff that Chris Chan does all the time throughout their. What's with me in finding deliriums immediately? I wanna power up and get other cool items, and you don't let me do that. You're a bastard. Now the run is ending because of you when I was in the middle of talking about Chris Chan. Look at what you do. Everybody in the audience was dying to know what I was gonna say. Every single person. You hear that, Delirium? You hear that? You made 2 people cry today. That's your fault. Okay, that was the way better run. We had the most doo-doo balls run ever, and then a pretty good fun run. I gotta say, it was almost entirely Mega Mush, but seeing Delirium die that fast is a treat. Usually Delirium does the opposite and sticks around a lot longer than you ever want him to. That's it for me though. 2 runs is already far above my credit. Far, far above anything that I do with my life. So, thank you everybody for showing up today. I think that, not to brag, but that was definitely a way above the average for chat activity on a stream, which makes me feel really good and also kind of just makes it a little bit easier to commentate. It's not your guys' job to commentate, but I think that that's a thing. I also hate that there's that white line on the left side of the screen, like they just... I don't know. Something about that shot where the chest is opening makes me angry. Why is there a white line on the left side of the screen? We're supposed to be in a chest. We're supposed to be in a chest. Me when I paid $50 for a prostitute and then she leaves after an hour. Am I right? Okay, I'm leaving. Goodbye.